Welcome back, Syracuse Math Kitties. This is video 6 for module 4 in our math packet that's dealing with properties of exponents. So this video will truly be very short. Why? Well, what we're doing in this lesson 6, it's really not even a lesson. It's more of a explanation or demonstration that how those properties of exponents apply to numbers other than powers of 10, right? So far, every single one of the rules, we've been applying them to powers of 10, right? But now we're going to see that those properties or rules actually apply to any number. So here in the sample problem, we are seeing that the exponent properties apply to numbers less than 1. But when you get into it here, and I'm going to demonstrate one of these problems for you, you will see that actually the properties of exponents apply to any number. All right, so let's look at this. It says right here, it says the exponent rules work the same way for powers of numbers less than 1. Okay, so for example, 1/3 squared is equal to 1/3 times 1/3. Okay, now which rule is this? Well, you guys, this is the very first rule that we worked with. The rule where we say that the base. Okay, let me erase this. The very basic rule, which we didn't really even label it as a rule, we just said that this first lesson basically explained that exponents are expressed as a base to the a power or exponent, and the exponent tells us how many times we're going to multiply the base with itself. So really, it's not really even a rule as much as it's just a basic introduction. So there you go. That's you can see how that works for a number that's not a 10, right? Not a power of 10. So we have 1/3. So here you have 1/3 to the 4th power. Well, again, we're gonna look at 1/3. So everything inside of the parentheses as the base, and we're gonna multiply that base how many times with itself? Well, 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. Now, same thing. This is our different rule. Okay, you have two numbers, 1/3 squared times 1/3 to the 4th power, right? So you have a same base. You're multiplying two numbers with same base, and what do? Well, you add the exponents. Okay, 2 plus 4. Now, where is that rule? I believe that's a rule number 2. Hold on. Let me see. Oh no, it's rule number 1. Okay, rule number 1. So this is what you guys will be doing when you're trying to do the problems in lesson 6. You're gonna, go back up to your other lessons, and you're gonna look at which of those properties that you have learned so far apply for that particular problem. So as you can see in rule number 1, when we are multiplying powers of 10, you are adding the exponents. If you notice here, 10 is our base. So in both of these numbers, we have the same base. The base is 10, but we're multiplying two numbers with the same base. So in other words, this could have been a 9, right? 9 to the n times 9 to the m. That would have equaled to 9 to the n plus m. Okay, so in our problem here, our base is 1/3, right? So what do? We add, when we're multiplying two numbers with the same base, we're going to add those exponents. Okay, now this first problem right here says select all expressions that are equivalent to 4 to the negative 3rd power. So here I am not going to solve this for you because it's way too easy, but I'm going to give you a hint to one of the properties that are being used in one of them that's being used in this problem. So that would be, I believe, rule number 4, and that's right here on page 9. Okay, this one right here, you guys. Okay, so just do it in a step-by-step fashion. Okay, how about number 2? Let me actually work through one of these. It says, write each expression using a single exponent. So which one should I do? Okay, how about A? Okay, 5 to the 3rd power divided by 5 to the 6th power. We're dealing with 2 properties of exponents, so, or rules. Rule number 1. Okay, and there's another one. Okay, so let's see which one. Okay, so we are clearly dividing, okay, exponents. So let's find that rule where we divide exponents. So that's rule number 3. Rule number 3 is, okay, I'm going to erase this so you guys can see it better. When you're dividing powers of 10, you're going to subtract the exponents. You subtract the exponent on the bottom of the fraction from the exponent on the top of the fraction. Again, notice that the base on top and the bottom are exactly the same. So where is this? Okay, let me scroll down. So that first rule there is, okay, so 10 to the n divided by 10 to the m is equal to 10 to the n minus m. Okay, in this case, we don't have a 10, we have a 5. Okay, 5 is our base, but same difference. Okay, and what is another rule that we're applying here? As you guys can see, 3 minus 6 is going to result in a negative number. 3 minus 6 is going to be negative 3, so that's a negative number. You're going to use another property of exponents, and that is this one right here. Okay, so let me write that one down here. Okay, so the second property you're going to be using is when you have some base to the negative exponent, you're going to flip it to make it into a positive exponent. So you can go ahead and use these 2 rules and apply them to this problem right here to rewrite that expression using a single exponent. Okay, right now you have 2 exponents, you have 3 and a 6. You're going to write it as a single exponent expression. And so go ahead, that's the process. That's how I would go about doing all of these problems in the lesson 6. I'm sorry, in lesson 6, which are really not even, it's not even a lesson really, as much as it's applying everything we've learned so far and seeing how it applies to any numbers, you know, other than powers of 10. So that's it. Please stay tuned for the last video for module 4, and then I'm gonna do a whole set of instructional videos for module 5, which is dealing with linear equations, and that's entirely a review module. So, and that will be it for this school year. So, you know, if you guys haven't caught up, just hop on over to our YouTube channel, SyracuseMathKitty. Let me write that out for you guys. So Syracuse, hold up. So it's Syracuse Math Kitty. Okay, Syracuse Math Kitty on YouTube. There's no spaces. It's uppercase S, uppercase M, uppercase K, all stuck together. Go on there. There's more than 35 videos from all modules, and I really suggest that you guys go through them. If there is any portion of your work that you're struggling with, look through the videos. If you're still not able to do the work, then of course reach out to Miss Piraino or to myself, Miss G, and we will be more than happy to help you. All right, kitties, please stay safe. You're very important to us. you're loved by many people, and please stay focused and do your work and stay safe. All right, take care. Bye. Here's a smiley.